Hello, friends. Robert Bevan here, author of the Caverns and Creatures series of comedy, fantasy novels, and short stories. With me is Sam West, and today we are talking about the feat Shadow Touched.
Yeah, this is one of them new fangled Tasha Cauldron of Everything's feats, and oh boy, did they not even remotely hold back when they were going to make some new feat designs. These things are busted. They're really good. But they're not like busted like Lucky's busted. They're busted in a fun, I can do a lot of more, just so many things busted way.
That's it really is amazing to me the variance in quality between two different feats.
It's just because the same book has the feat that's the dwarf can spend hit dice when they take the dodge action.
Yeah.
Uh
Oh,
yep. Okay, so Shadow Touch is for anyone. No prerequisites. Your exposure to the Shadowfell's magic has changed you, granting you the following benefits. Increase, this is crazy, increase your int, wizard, charisma score by 1 to a maximum of 20. And they just tacked that on in addition to what following text is. Like, if we stop there and we just say, do you have an odd int, charisma, or wiz score you care about? This feat is easy. You take it every time. It bumps you from an odd to an even. You get a big plus modifier. You're happy with that. If you're a warlock, if you're a druid, if you're a wizard, if you're an artificer, you're like, I want that score up, and I have a 15. Great. This feat does it for you. Got a 17, bump it to an 18. You're really happy there. Easy peasy, super takeable. That's like the floor, and it has more text that's wildly unfair because it says you learn the invisibility spell and one first level spell of your choice. The first level spell has to be an illusion or necromancy spell. You can cast each without expending a spell slot. Once you cast either of them, you can't again until you finish a long rest. Also, unlike Magic Initiate, where you normally have to be of the class that you like picked to cast it, you can just cast these spells using spell slots you have at the appropriate level. If you have a level 2 spell slots from being a cleric, if you have level 2 spell slots from being a sorcerer, invisibility nut slots right in there. If you got level 1 spells from being any of those casts or classes as well, you can spend those slots on your first level chosen spell.
whoa,
This
whoa, whoa!
is
Slow down. You can use them like. All right, say I'm a barbarian. All right, I can use it once per long rest.
yep.
Now, say I'm a cleric. I have level 2 slots. I use this as one of my slots.
You use it once for free, and then
Oh,
also
okay.
can spend slots to cast it.
Oh, that's does that say that in the text? I didn't see
It
that.
does. You can also cast these spells using spell slots you
Ah,
have at the appropriate level.
yeah, that's pretty remarkable.
Yeah, it's insane. It's ridiculously good. This could only have the invisibility line. I'd be like, yeah, this feat's great. This feat's one free use of invisibility a day. Sign me up. And then it keeps going, and then it gives you a free first level spell of your choice. That there's some pretty good, like excellent little first level spells that you can take. That a lot of them are like, I don't know if I want to dedicate a first level spell slot, especially early. Getting a free cast of a lot of these is like excellent. Is something you're really happy to have. Getting on top of that a bump to your intelligence, wisdom, or charisma score, it's a home run of a feat. This thing is super easy to take. Plus, it lines you up to take more. Like, let's say you have an even score, you still absolutely want to take this because it gives you 2 excellent spells with 2 free slots to cast them with. You then also set yourself up down the road to take another feat that also has the increase your int, wizard, charisma score by 1, which gives you another feat, increase your ability scores without even needing to take ability score improvements. It is really, really good.
Yeah, I'm almost. I mean, it's almost some builds I would think you'd be worth taking this twice. Like you start out with an even score, and you just take it twice. Yeah, you're wasting that extra Would you get 2
You
invisibilities?
cannot take this feat twice. Once you take a feat, you can't
Shuck.
take it again unless it specifies. So there's like
Ah,
2 feats in this game that you can take multiple times. Shadow Touch is not one of them.
well. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Unlucky. That'd be really funny though if you'd be like, yeah, I'm just gonna take Shadow Touch every chance I get, and then just get a bunch of free casts of invisibility and a bunch of free first level spell slots too. Why not?
Yeah.
What's crazy to me is like you can take this as variant human and just start with second level spells, and the wizard just goes, "Wait, what?" You're just over there being invisible and having the same resource pool as they do, except one of your spell slots is a second level, and you're like a fighter or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bonkers. I would like it's almost so bonkers that at first level I'd be like, oh, maybe you choose a different spell to start out or a feat to start out with, because as a variant human, coming to that with a table as like a rogue or whatever else is gonna make a lot of people feel like, why are they here? Because their races aren't anywhere close to as good as this feat. A lot of races like will get level 2 spells in their racials, and that normally comes at like 3rd or 5th level. And this can just be like, yeah, no, if you're a variant human, you just get this out the gate, and that's ridiculous.
Yeah, but, it's player's choice.
Sure. If variant human is allowed and if feats are occurring, but let's be honest, both those things are almost always online for like every table that plays this game. So
Yeah, I'm just saying that if other players are bothered about that, first you'll get some levels soon. Just grow up.
can you imagine being a fighter and like this is your first time playing the game and you're like, I'm gonna be an elf fighter and I'm gonna be super sneaky and I'm gonna get that cool archetype going like Legolas or whatever. Maybe you're an elf ranger, and then someone comes to the table and they're a variant human wizard and have 4 spell slots at first level and 2 of those things. You're like, we're not playing the same game anymore. They can just win all of the encounters by themselves while I'm just over here with a longbow that's been dicking around in the back corner for the past 3 hours. Like, what are we doing?
They'll even out, or
They won't. They will not even out. It's only downhill for the ranger from here.
Well, they can pick busted feats later.
Okay, sure. Once they've quit the game and decided to pick up a better hobby, they'll come back later and be like, I have learned.
Yeah, this is a good one. What are some of the other because the schools are limited for the other spells. You got invisibility, necromancy or illusion. Now I know you're a big illusion fan. I am not. So what are your top picks for the spell?
Well, the whole list is relatively short. It's Cause Fear, Color Spray, Disguise Self, Distort Value, False Life, Illusory Script, Inflict Wounds, Ray of Sickness, or Silent Image. Those are all of the spells that you have available to you to take that you can pick from, and you get one of your choice. Early in the game, a free cast of Inflict Wounds is pretty good. Just be like, hey, 3d10 damage. There you go, buddy. We're good. And then they're just dead because they took 3d10 damage at first level. That's pretty funny. More applicably later, though, you can take things like Cause Fear. Cause Fear is a great little saber die that goes, I would like you to be frightened right now, and getting a free cast of that is very convenient, very affordable, something you're pretty regularly happy to have. Color Spray is a spell I don't often recommend because it's difficult to justify one of your precious few spell slots for it. Getting it for free, though, you get a very niche and usable big old dazzly blindness effect that's similar to sleep that can be pretty decent. Disguise Self is always great to have access to. It's a super high utility spell. Getting it for free once again is going to mean you're never competing resources with it, which means you're going to find more times to just cast it because you want to. It gives you a lot more flexibility to let this spell breathe and have a really good time. Distort Value you should never ever take, but we talked about that in Distort Value videos. You should go watch those. You probably don't want False Life. False Life is just always kind of mediocre. It's a free bunch of hit points. You don't need a free bunch of hit points if you're taking this. There's more powerful stuff here, such as Silent Image. Silent Image is really, really good. Silent Image is really good because it gives you a 15-foot cube of whatever your heart desires, and it's got to be a thing in the cube. But like anything, you want a centaur in the room right now? Bam, you got a centaur right there, buddy. This rewards creative thinking. It rewards a lot of fun effort. Getting it once for free means you feel a lot more comfortable just trying it out, just throwing things out there and seeing what happens, and you don't feel that bad if nothing really good comes of it because this was just an addition to all the regular class features you have. It feels very good to have for free. Last options are Illusory Script. I can't fathom.
No, thank you.
Take that. And Ray of Sickness. I also cannot fathom. I mean, it's a 2d8 range spell attack. Ray of Sickness is not great. It's a 2 saves or poisons, so like even if you hit them, they're not necessarily going to be poisoned if memory serves. I'm double checking right now. Yeah, if you hit them, they make a con save, and if they fail the con save, they're also poisoned for a single round. So yeah, that's not riveting, but it is a free 2d8 poison attack that if at the very beginning of the game, maybe that's the fantasy you're going for, and that's fine.
I could see me taking this as a rogue and
yeah,
using invisibility, ducking behind a building, disguise self, walk back out.
Sure. It seems very flavorfully rich, and it's really good on those characters.
All right. Well, I mean, we got anything else to say about this? I think we both like this one.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's most obviously better for full casters because the ability score bump, because that's something that they're going to care about more typically. Like your rogues don't necessarily care all that much about their wisdom modifier or their intelligence modifier. They care about dex. That's basically it. That being said, on the non-casters, getting 2 free spell slots, which is what this is excellent. And 2 spell slots on good spells. Agnostica spell list is excellent. This is a 2nd level spell. It's one of the best 2nd level, if not the best 2nd level spell in the game, in addition to a really excellent 1st level spell of your choice. Maybe not really excellent, but a pretty solid. They're not I don't think any of the ones I mentioned were like game breaking, they're super powerful, like 5 million or anything like that. But there are very solid options in that list. having that will make you feel so much better in the mid tiers as a martial character. Just having access to 2 extra spells that are high utility, that are very valuable. You will love that. So I think more or less any character that wants this should take it. It's that good. If you're like, I like invisibility, take it.
Yeah. You got a rating?
5 out of 5. This feat's cracked. Free invisibility is amazing.
Yeah.
It's a little bit worse in the upper tiers, like the upper tiers, because like by that point, it's 1 extra cast invisibility, it's 1 extra first level spell slot. But my god, 9th level and under, this is a house of a feat.
You made it to the upper tiers because of this feat.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was Shadow Touched. Yeah, let us know what you think in the comments. Thank you, Sam, and thank you everyone for joining us. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, informative, or entertaining, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button below. You needn't smash it, a gentle tap will suffice. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel. And make sure you check out the links in the description, where you'll find my Caverns Creatures series of comedy fantasy novels, Sam's full review of the spell, and other fun things.